So this morning I want to minister to you a message that I have entitled, hallelujah, I've entitled it, The Perfect Work of Patience. The Perfect Work of Patience. Now I already know when somebody hears the word patience, oh man, it just sends off the wrong vibe at first. I don't want to hear a message about patience. You know, nobody really wants what it takes to grow in patience. Usually patience is a really rough thing. How many of you can say, I am not the most patient person in the world? Amen. The rest of you that didn't lift your hand, does that mean you are the most patient? No, I'm pretty sure we can all use a little help in the area of patience, wouldn't you say? And so the title again is The Perfect Work of Patience. And I'm going to take this from the book of James because that's where that statement is made. But what I'd like to do is start out with just a thought, an illustration. So I was thinking about how all of us, we can all probably agree that there are just some things in life that we don't want hurried. We don't want certain things in life to be hurried and rushed. So for you parents and grandparents, how many of you would say you blinked your eye and your kids are older and it's kind of sad? You look at them and wow, you look at pictures and you're like, man, time's going too fast. Right? You don't want, I mean, when they're young and they're in diapers, you're like, I can't wait to get them out of that stage. Right? Because you don't want to be changing the diapers. And then I can't wait to get them past this and then past that. And then you turn around and you look and you're like, man, where did all the time go? I wish I could turn it around, go back and do some of that again. I mean, you're not in such a hurry, right? Did you know that there are some other things, though, that are even more practical than that kind of long-term type of thing that we don't like rushed? Like, for example, have you ever had to take your car into a mechanic shop for a tune-up or something? Tune-up, oil change, or something like this. And then, they come back 10 minutes later saying, we're all done. How many of you would get a little like, what? Part of you would be like, yes, I need them to hurry up and get this done so I can get out of here. But the other part of you would be going, wait a minute, did the job get done right? Right? It'd be like that person who comes to your house to make a repair on something, and it's an important thing to you, and then they come back to you 15 minutes later, we're all done. There are some things we just don't want rushed. We don't. Another good example is, I think a lot of us probably have gone through the stage where we appreciate microwaves. How many of you would appreciate a microwave once in a while? You're in a hurry, you slap something in there, 2 minutes later it's hot, melted, and all mushed together, but at least it's cooked. Right? But it's very few people, I can't think of one, to be honest, that would stand up honestly and say, I'll take a microwave dinner over a home-cooked meal any day. I don't know one person who would take that. Maybe a teenager. Maybe a teenager. Why? It's the obvious reason. Because there are some things we just don't want rushed, because when it's rushed, the quality's not there. And so we go through times in our lives where we want things to hurry up, but when we get what we want, and we're standing there looking at the result, we're not happy, and we're hoping, wishing that we can go back and do it again, because in that hurry, it didn't get done right. And so there's this beautiful thing I found in the Word of God that stood out to me, and that is the perfect work of patience. You see, God is at work in our lives, and there is a beautiful work that He is doing to bring about patience, and that patience becomes a process, something that God uses for something beautiful to happen in your life and mine. I can tell you this, anything that happens too quickly probably doesn't have quality. How many of you like going to the dollar store? 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, right? Dollar, even this new store, Five Below. Right? Five Below means everything's under $5, whatever that is. We all like those stores. And I'm not knocking them because I like those stores. You'll find some good stuff in those stores once in a while, maybe a lot. So I'm not knocking them. But have you ever, has this ever happened to you? You go into the 99-cent store and you buy, like, just something. Like, for example, you can get a barbecue kit, the spatula and the tongs and all that stuff for barbecue. I've done that. And the first day you're using it, you're going to flip the burger and the clapper piece stays on the grill and you pick it up. And the hamburger was too big for the tongs. And now you're frustrated because, now I'm frustrated because now I got to go and buy another set or go borrow some. And I end up going to a store that has a higher quality and I end up spending the money, wasting the money because I was wanting quick, inexpensive, and cheap, and I paid the price for it. See, that is in our nature. That is who we are as human beings. We're impatient people. We're those people who say, God, I want patience, and I want it now. That's who we are. But see, God knows better. He knows that ultimately, the real deepest desires of our heart is for quality. We want quality marriages. We want quality relationships. We want quality, accessories and appliances, and we want a quality car. We want quality clothes. Does that ever happen to you? You go to one of them t-shirt stores because they get them real cheap. And you get about 10 of them, and then when you go home, you pay 10 for $10. They're really cheap. And then you find a little hole here, and a little hole there, and a little hole there, and you're like, wow, right? We're just, everybody would say, I want things done quickly, efficiently. But nobody wants to say, and I don't care about the end result. I want quality. How many of you would agree with that statement? Right? So you hire your gardener. You might be your gardener. Your teenager might be your gardener. And those who have that situation know you get a half-step job. They mow, but they don't edge. They mow, but they don't rake it up at the end. So we hire the gardener. Can you imagine if you're paying your gardener and he shows up once a week, but he gets there and 5 minutes later he's gone? We like the low price. Oh, he only charged me this much. But he spent 5 minutes on your yard. That's why your yard is yellow. And everybody else in the neighborhood looks pretty good, but your yard looks like, I don't know what. It's human nature for us to want the quality. But what it is we don't want is the beautiful work that must take place to get the quality. And so with that, let's look at the scripture. Let's look at God's perspective. Because if it's up to us, if we were God, everything would be done snap, snap, perfect quality, exactly the way you want it, as fast as it can be done. That's how we would do it. You might say, no, not me. I'll pray for the lions. I'm kidding. I'm calling you a liar. But if you just take the time to think about it, nobody really can disagree with that. If it was up to you in any situation, you wouldn't want the quality without the journey, without the hard work. So would I. And God knows better. James, chapter 1. Read a few verses quickly. Verse 1. A bondservant of God and of the Lord Jesus. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad. So just everybody is the audience in this. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. The word trial is also the word testing. in this country. Trial, testing. Think about, to understand this, think about, let's say, when you get a set of keys made. If the key stock is not from good steel tested, you're going to stick it in the doorknob or in the ignition or wherever, one of these days is going to break up. So it's important that those items, say you get a washing machine, they go through these testing times. They test and test and test and discover the problems, discover the weaknesses, discover the things that are going to break, and they try to get everything up to a good quality so that when they sell it to you, it lasts. It can weather when you go, your washing machine, and when you go and stick everything under the sun in there. Have you ever met somebody who puts just anything in a washing machine? I've known people who stick stuff in the washing machine should not go in there. Well, if I can wash my clothes, I should be able to wash that. Your baseball glove? Come on. And so on and so forth. All right, so the word test and trial. Picture the testing lab, the trial lab, that tests and tests and tests to prove the quality of something. Because when I go to buy, if I'm going to go buy a refrigerator, I don't want it broken down in 5 months. I want it working. If I go to get a set of tires for my car, I don't want to be, 2 months later with no tread left because those things were just poorly made, never tested. I don't want that. I want to buy a car that, when you look up the word lemon in the dictionary, you see a fruit, and next to it you see your car, the picture of your car. I don't want that car, neither do you. We want it tested. We wanted to have some sort of guarantees that it can weather the storms. Yes or no? Yes. And so when you think about the word test and trial, think of it that way. Think of that test lab. My brother, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. So God has chosen testings, the test lab, the trials. He's chosen that process to produce patience. Why do we value patience? Because when you have good patience, you can weather any storm. You can get through just about anything if you've got patience. If patience is a strength in you, you can face something that's difficult and you will outlast it. It won't outlast you. You will outlast it. And this is why, this human nature, we're such impatient people. We want people to change, and we want them to change now, because I'm sick and tired of what you're doing, and you better change. Right? This is across the board. This is not, what did you do? You went and told him I said that? How dare you? You're telling the pastor. Nobody told me anything. This is for the human race. Patience will outlast any struggle that we face. And so God chose the road and the path of trials and testing to reveal what areas need to be strengthened, so that those areas that are strengthened will produce inside of us such a patience. A patience for what? See, as a non-believer, as someone who doesn't believe in the Lord, people who claim to have patience that don't believe in God, they may have some patience, because it is a quality somebody can learn through trials. The problem is they may not have patience in the right places for the right things. And as a believer, our patience is in, we put our patience to work as we wait for God. That's another word we don't like. Wait. All right, let's talk fast food, because it looks like you guys are bored. I'm not a big fan of fast food anymore. But the word fast, there are just times you're in a hurry and you'll go through a drive-thru. Don't even lift your hand on that. If you don't lift your hand, I don't have to lift my hand, and then I don't have to, Brenda don't have to see that, so. But I heard somewhere, right, I heard somewhere that Wendy's is one of these places where you pull up in the drive-thru, you speak into this box, they speak back to you, and then you go around the corner to the pay window, and nowadays they have a pay window, and then they give you the food, and some just combine it in one window. So Wendy's is one of these places, as you're driving by, you don't even have to stop. You just slowly pass by, hand them the money, the next window they're handing you your food, and you're out fast. A friend of mine, that's not a lie, though. That's just excluding some other people. Literally ordered, paid, and didn't even come to a full stop, and the bag of food was being handed out. Think about that. That food was what? Did they read your mind? Super fast, ugly fast. It means they had that thing cooked already. It was developing bacteria. You know what I mean? Ugly, nasty. Under that heat lamp. See, it may sound like I'm making the same point, but it has to do with what you're waiting for. We don't like the word wait. Fast food companies and other companies like this, they bank on that. And so if they can make it fast, they know people don't like to wait, and so they do what they can to catch you there. You may not get quality, you may not get anything that lasts, you may get something that'll make you sick, but as long as it's fast. Change your attitude and change it fast. Any parent ever said that to your kid? You better change your attitude and change it right now. Imagine if God said that to you. See, us parents, we're really still learning. We tell our kids that. Change your attitude, really? Can you change yours? We struggle to change ours. It's a process that God works on us with. And here we are demanding our kids and Brandy or whatever, who we're telling them, change it now. Why? Because it's inconveniencing you. Because you don't like what's going on right now. It's just an obvious thing that we don't like to wait. Wait is not a word we like. I'm not the greatest speller in the world, but I think wait is spelled W-A-I-T. Is that right? It's a 4-letter word. And when I think of 4-letter words, I think of cuss words. No, am I wrong about this? Hell's a word smaller than some. Did I just say that right? Yeah. Okay, so that's, we don't have to wait. And so, verse 3 says, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. It produces it. The waiting game. Waiting is hard, but waiting through trials is harder. See, we don't like to wait in line at the store. That's one thing. But imagine waiting while you're going through something hard. Isn't that a whole different level? That's a different level of waiting. And so God knows that the only thing that produces true patience, the kind of thing that outlasts any struggle, is as you are waiting and trials are taking place, it's testing you to see what areas are immature in our life, what areas need to be strengthened, what areas are actually hurting you. Because when you are impatient, when I am impatient, we do things hastily. We do things out of time, in the wrong kind of time. We hurry things up, and then we regret. The problem with that is, when you spend time, you don't get it back. And so if you waste the opportunity, then you've wasted much more than you realize. And it may affect you and I. We may, because we don't want to wait for that. We don't want to feel the pain of that. So the next time something comes our way and it's really hard, we don't have the strength to endure it. When all along God said, you know, that last trial, I was building you because that one was going to come. Whether you're a believer or not, that was going to come. And had you allowed the perfect work of patience to happen, when that comes, you're ready for it and you will outlast it. But if you've ever met somebody who doesn't outlast it, it's because they don't deal with and like God's plan for the perfect work of patience. You still following? Yes. Trying to make sense here. Okay, let's read on. Verse 3, knowing the testing of your faith produces patience. But there's something further. Verse 4. But let, everybody say the word let. Let. Now say the word allow. Allow. Because in this context, that's what it is. Allow patience to have its perfect work. You notice we have got to allow it. Right? Yes. We have to let it. We got to let it happen. We have to allow the perfect work of patience. We have to allow it. Now, there's a reason. Let's keep going. Let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete. You ready for it? Lacking nothing. Lacking nothing. If the perfect work of patience is allowed, you will lack nothing. Whatever you face, you'll be ready for it. Whatever you got to go through, you'll go through it and you'll outlast it. Whatever difficult journeys you have to travel down, it will be a matter of when you cross the finish line, not if. You will be able to endure it, and much more than endure it, there will be strength. There will be victory. There will be the end result of quality that you and I so appreciate. We want the quality that God wants to build in us. And so we need to also want the journey. Because if we don't want the journey, you're not going to get the quality. You're not going to get what you really, really want in your life. Okay, so we all want this. We don't want to lack it. I don't want to lack anything. I want to have full sufficiency. I want to have everything I need for everything in life. Now, does that mean you're going to have your every wish? No. You guys look bored. It's over, huh? That's all you can handle. And I pick up vibes with her sometimes. I'm like, wow, that's it. They're full. Think about it. We don't want to lack anything. We want to have whatever we need to get through and be victorious. And that, God does not mean that we have our every wish, because our every wish isn't always the best, especially when we're wishing for it to hurry up. Especially when we're wishing for things to get better right now. See, when we're wishing that, wanting that, God's saying, you're not allowing the perfect work to happen. Therefore, there's not enough time for it to bake. I shouldn't use that word during summer. There's not time for it to freeze. But, yeah, and that's another good example. Or popsicles. I like popsicles in the summer. Right? That's if they hand you a bag with a stick and juice in it. A melted popsicle. Here's your popsicle. Am I supposed to drink this? Give it time to freeze. Then you'll enjoy it, right? The perfect work needs to be allowed so that we can enjoy the result. All right. So, lacking nothing. All right. Now, I'm going to begin to bring this to a close because there's more that I want to say than I have time for. Me and my son Micah were watching a movie. Was it just the other day, Micah? Yeah. 2 days ago. We were watching an older movie called Miracle. How many remember a movie called Miracle that was about a USA Olympic hockey team that was like college age, and they ended up beating the Russians that were dominating the world scene in ice hockey forever. Does anybody remember that story? Okay, those of you who don't like hockey, I'm not the biggest hockey fan either, except for when they die. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I really am kidding about that. I don't want to see people with their teeth knocked out and all this stuff. But it was just an interesting, we watched it, Disney puts it out, but it's based on a true story, something that took place. And there was a scene in the movie that really caught my attention. And it's when the coach was first developing this team. He was developing a team not of all the best all-stars, because the Russians had come in the year before and beat the National Hockey League, NHL. All their all-stars, they got whooped by this Russian team. So the best talent wasn't necessarily the best quality, and they couldn't win, they couldn't get the victory. So this coach, he put together a team of people who knew what to do and had the potential to maximize their quality. And so he pulls the team together, and when he first meets all the teammates, he would ask them, where are you from and who do you play for? Each one's, Ohio State, I play for Ohio State University, whatever the place is, right? And he would just say, okay, fine. But once the first game happened, and he was working them hard, trying to teach them how to endure, he told them the only way you're going to win this kind of game is to be ready to go further than they go and to work harder than they work. The only way you have to be ready to pass it, to keep going, to endure it, right? To be better longer, and in so many words. But the first game comes, they tie or lose the game, I forget exactly. After the game, he keeps all his team out there on the ice. They're tired, they're burned out. They want to go home. And he gets his assistant coach, and he says, get the whistle. Get the whistle. And so this team, they have to do, I don't even know what they're called, but they just have to skate back and forth, fast, back and forth, as fast as they can. And they would start and stop at the whistle. So he'd say, blow the whistle. And the assistant coach would blow the whistle. He'd blow it, they'd take off and go back, and then they'd stop. And then he started saying, okay. And it was expected that they gave it all they had. And here comes the whistle. He'd blow again, and he'd say, again. And then they'd do it again. They'd do it again. Again. And they kept going and going and going to the point where the team was like skating back to the starting point, and when they get there, they're falling down, throwing up on the ice. It's just horrible. They're worked hard. The other coaches are looking at the coach saying, you're crazy. This is madness. What are you doing? You're destroying these people. You're not helping them. You're hurting them. It even got to the point where the arena lights got turned off because it was time to go home, and they all got excited. Hey, we're going to go home. He says, we're going to keep going in the dark. And so he's telling the assistant coach, blow the thing again. And finally, the assistant coach is like, no. And he's like, again. And reluctantly, he kept blowing the whistle, and he was just wearing them down. So finally, one of the guys just interrupts the coach and says, my name is, let me use Paul Palacio. I forgot what his name was. He's probably just threw up twice. All these guys are in bad shape. And he just interrupts the coach before the next whistle blows. He goes, my name is Paul Palacio, and I play for the United States of America. And the coach said, that'll be all, gentlemen. And he walked off the ice. What? Can you imagine those kids, those young men wanted to kill that coach? Some might have even thought, all he had to do was the first day in our locker room tell us we're playing for the United States. He just would have had to tell us, and we would have answered on the first line, and we would have gone home, and we would have been fine. The problem was, they didn't believe it. They didn't understand what they were about, or what they were playing for, and what it was going to take to have victory. All the hard work. So he pushed them to the place where they understood. Because some of the answers that would come out through the movie is, I played for this school, or one kid even said, I played for you. I played for this team. And wrong answer. Wrong answer. In this case, they played representing the whole country against a giant called Russia. And once they figured that out, they were playing for themselves, they were playing for a name, they were playing for fame, they were playing for comfort, they were playing for a trophy, they were playing for a bunch of temporary things, they were playing for the prize, the victory. Then they were willing to pay the price. And that price was work through the perfect work of patience. It took that kind of pain for them to really learn it. They really wanted the coach to just tell them what the answer was, so they could have avoided the pain. They could have just said the right thing. I know so many Christians who talk that way. They say the right things. We need to pray. We need to read our Bibles. We need to love one another. And don't get me wrong, those are all good things. But if they're just words, what good is any of it? It is the perfect work of patience and the trials that produce that we must go through to get the quality that God wants to bless us with, the strength to endure, to last and outlast any trial, any struggle, and come out of the other side with victory. The real thing we want. The real thing we want. The quality of being a man or woman of God and being fruitful in the kingdom and blessing people and being blessed by God and being strong even when the enemy is attacking and enduring whatever this world would bring. That only comes with the perfect work of patience. When we were watching that movie, after watching that, I was like, you know what? I know me. About the third line, I'd have skated off the ice. I'd have said, you know what? I don't like it that much. I'm out. But it would have been an immature decision from a lack of understanding and a lack of character. Because I'd have still been skating for myself. I'd have still been doing this for me. Folks, God knows best. He wants us lacking nothing. And there is a road that you can't shortcut. And that road is a work, the perfect work of patience. And that patience is produced in the testing lab. You think God won't test you? You think God won't allow one bad thing to happen? Somebody to look at you with a kind of the champa face, test your attitude and test your, somebody at work just have a bad day and rub off you, all that stuff. You think God won't test you to show you where the weak areas are? Of course He will. But who's it for? It's for you. And ultimately for the souls of men and women in heaven. The perfect work of patience. We don't like it, but we want it. Even if you think you don't want it. We do. Amen? Let's give the Lord a hand. Come on, give the Lord a praise. As we're getting ready for birthdays and for anniversaries, I want to leave a question in your mind. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What are your goals? Think of a way to get to them without God. Without God's plan. Think of a way. You will learn quickly. There isn't. There isn't. You'll learn that. And if you learn that quick, you won't waste time. You'll rest sooner rather than